Hello everybody, it's JP Bricks and it's that time of year again, and I'm reviewing set number 10267. This is the LEGO Creator Gingerbread House. This set comes with 1,477 pieces, 2 minifigures, and I got this, this was released in 2019 and I got it for Christmas of 2019, so a year later, which is now Christmas of 2020, or December of 2020, I built this, and now I will be reviewing it. And for the box art, it has the older style, like Christmas box art with the snow and the trees in the background. And of course, now with the brand new Elf Clubhouse, it's black because Lego's doing the 18 plus boxes. So this is probably going to be the last Lego Creator set for Christmas that's gonna have this box art, which is kind of sad. But anyways, it has the Gingerbread House in the middle with all the accessory builds and characters and stuff, and it has a light brick included, and it also shows you the measurements right there. And on the top, it shows you all the pieces and the actual size of one of the minifigures. And then the side shows you some of the minifigures and some of the extra builds. The back shows you the inside of the gingerbread house. I'll move it back a little bit, and shows you some features and like things you could do with the set. And the other side just shows the picture of the set right there. And this set comes with two instructions, and the smaller one is the first set of instructions, and it shows you how to build both minifigures actually. So most of the time with Lego sets, they show you how to build one figure in like a bag and some other figures in another bag, but this set has all the figures in the first bag, which is pretty cool. And it just shows you how to build all the stuff, and the back just has the win. And then the second set of instructions is for the gingerbread house, and this is of course much thicker because it is for the whole gingerbread house, and it shows you an ad for like a Lego life game or app, some piece count. And then the back has an ad for the Lego Creator what's called Corner Garage, which was a modular building that also came out last year around the same time as this set. And the first minifigure is the Mrs. Gingerbread, and she has that gingerbread color pants or legs with the skirt with the white icing, which looks really nice. And she also has the two red buttons for like the jelly beans or whatever, and some icing details also on the back. And then her face has her two like buffy cheeks with her mouth with some chaps or lipstick, and she has some eyelashes with the and eyebrows, and the mouth is actually icing, which is pretty cool. And she also has strawberry filling in the middle of her head, which is really a really nice detail for her because the other gingerbread has a different color because he's male, and then female she has the pink, which looks really nice for the strawberry. And she also has a little bottle for the baby. And here's the last minifigure, which is the Gingerbread Man, and he has the same pants and torso as the other gingerbread. The only difference is his head, which has a mustache, which looks really nice in like chocolate icing, and he also has the chocolate filling in the middle, like I said before. It looks really nice for him, and then she has the strawberry filling. And now we will take a look at the baby, which is actually in his hands. And the baby gingerbread is just on a 1x2 tile, but has some nice printing with the head, and she's kind of almost sleeping on over like a blanket, which is pretty cool. And since it's a tile, you could fit it in the minifigure's hands, which is really nice. It would have been a little bit better to get like a baby figure of a gingerbread and with a tiny gingerbread head, but still, this is a pretty nice print or way to do the baby. And before we get into the mini builds, this set comes with a orange brick separator, like usual with these bigger sets, and it also comes with 3 stickers, which isn't a lot. I thought it would be a lot more, but it does come with those 3 stickers that will be on the gingerbread house. So when we get to that, we'll take a look at that. But first, let's take a look at all the mini builds or like extra builds. And the first extra build is this Christmas tree, and this Christmas tree is a really nice build for it. This is probably one of my favorites, not my top, but still very nice. I really like the star with these new pieces that came out last year to connect on this big piece right here. That's the only thing I don't like. This is very big and bulky, so if you were looking at it from a different angle, it kind of looks a little weird. But you can move this around, up or down, whichever like angle you want it to be. And then the tree is in this like dark green, and it has some lights and like ornaments all around the tree, and it just sits on this little circle, white circle right there, like it's sitting on a patch of snow. And the next mini build is this little what's called snowblower, which is really nice. I'll bring you guys down a little bit. It has two wheels, so like you can move it across the snow, and when you move it, these gears would move. When it hits against the floor, it would move. But since this isn't a Lego, this is a table, it wouldn't really work too well. But let me get a base plate right here, and when you move it, you could see the gears are moving. So then it could like pick up all the snow, and it goes out of this little pipe here, and it shoots out of that little pipe right here, and that's like to represent the snow coming out. And there also is just a little handle for the gingerbread man to drive it around. And then the next build is a little carriage for the baby gingerbread man, gingerbread, and this is very nice. I really like the wheels. Instead of using real wheels, it's like a cookie, which is really nice. And there's also that chocolate bar in the front, and it's in this like baby blue, which is really cool. And then for the baby, you could just place her just like that. There you go. Or you could put her flat like that. Either way you want, and then you could drive her around, which is really nice. Let me take her out. And then the next build is this little rocking horse, which is pretty cool. And I really like the colors for it. It's very interesting and new, and you could rock it around just like that. And then, of course, you could also put the baby on that stud right there, and then you could rock her around, which is a really nice, cool detail. And then you could take her off when you want her to stop. And then the next build is this little train, which is really cool, and it's like a toy, and it's made for a mini train. It has the wheels and like the steam pipe and the area where the driver would be, and it just connects right here. So like the caboose or the back or the next like part of the train would go, and this is where like all the coal would be. But I mean, if you want, you could also put the baby in there. It doesn't really matter. There's a lot of places that you could put the baby, but then like if you wanted to build an extra one, you could connect it right there, which is really cool. Then we'll put that aside. And the next mini build is a little tanker truck, which is really nice. And I really like this build with these pieces for the tanker and the wheels, and just really nice. The next set of builds are like presents. This is a heart, very cool. I never got this heart piece, so it's really nice to get it now, and that just is really nice. The next build is a little green and red one with like a pretzel as the bow, which is a pretty good use for that piece. And the next one is probably my favorite color, the baby blue and the white with the heart stud on top, which looks really nice. And the last present is just this purple and like lime color, which is pretty cool. Not my favorite, but still really nice. And you have that to represent the bow, or if they want to hold it just like that. So that is all the mini builds. And now we will take a look at the gingerbread house, which looks amazing. And we'll start off with the outside, and then we'll go into the inside part of the gingerbread house. The front bottom floor has all these snow, which I honestly thought it would come out a little bit more, but it is a little bit smaller than I thought. There's some patches of snow around, some over here, some on this side, and there's also a little chimney right here, which is pretty big, all the way up there, and it has all different types of chocolate. You have like dark chocolate, caramel, or stuff like that. And on the top, there's this little piece right here that represents like the smoke coming out of it, and when you push it down, it lights up. So if you want the fire to light up, it looks like that. And there's also a little clip here for a axe to cut some wood, which is standing right there. And I really like that stud to represent the wood. That's not new, but for me it is, because I never actually got that stud. And then over here, there's a little bench and table with some patches of snow from like the snow. And if you wanted to put a minifigure there, you could just, I'll do it here so you can see. It just sits right there, and it just stays like that. There's no actual connection, like if you're putting it on a stud. It just sits right there, just like that. And then you could like fix his torso to make it look like he's straight, just like that. And he's sitting at the table, which is really cool, and a really new detail instead of just like sitting them on there. And then on this side, you have the entrance for the gingerbread house, and there's a little sticker right there that says "Home Sweet Home" for like the mat. And then there's also these candy canes right here that go up and lay on that little piece of candy. And there's also two lamps right here, and then there's a wreath up here. And then on the side, there's two candy canes, one yellow and white and one red and white. And the red and white one has a sign that says Candy Lane, which is really nice. If I get to focus, there we go. And then the side has some windows with snow falling off of it, and of course that new piece with the like sparkles, which looks really nice. And then below it, the window, there's those pieces holding it up, and there's also this little candy under it, under every window, which is really a nice detail to add. And then same with the other side, there's some windows over there with the little candy piece under, and this one doesn't have, this one just has a ledge. And there's also the green going around it, which is pretty cool, and the snow on top. And then the side has some more candy canes with the thing, and a door to lead inside. This is like the other door to get in, and the other one was the front door. And there's also a wreath up here. And the roof for the gingerbread house is really nice. You have the icing on the gingerbread, which is or graham cracker or gingerbread, which is really nice. And there's also those icing details on every roof, which is really nice. And you also have those studs representing like the different colors of candy on top. You got some there, here, on this top one over here, which is the biggest roof, I think. And there's also, of course, snow falling down on the bottom. And then on the top of every roof, there is that little candy piece, and kind of looks like it's hypnotizing you when it spins, which is pretty funny. But there's also another window here with the candy canes holding it up. Same here. And there's also a corner roof up here, which I'll bring you up. Right back here, there's actually a corner roof because it slopes in, so you need that corner to put it in. And that's also built really nicely. And then over here, there's more roof with all the icing detail and the candy studs representing candy. And there's also some more here and here. And that's really it for the outside, but now we're going to take a look at the inside, which has a lot of nice details for the gingerbread house. So let's get right to it. We'll first start off with the first floor, and we'll start off with the left. The left side has that door there, that entrance, the side entrance to the gingerbread house. And there's also, I'll bring you down a little bit more, there we go. There's also a little dresser here with the candy representing like the door or the knob for it. There's also a little dish for a cookie. There's also a drink and a milk chocolate or dark chocolate chair, which is really cool. And then you could just make the gingerbread sit on top just like that. And let me take this off so we could get a better look at the mantle and fireplace, which is really cool. And of course you could push that to make it light up. Like I said before, there's also these nice stockings, which is a really nice build, and that looks really cool. And then you could just put it right on top just like that. And then there's also the mantle, which has another sticker with the gingerbread family and the two candles from on the left and right side of it, which is really nice. And the front entrance has a little table there and some bowl and joints. I'm not too sure what that's for, but there's also a little clip here for a pan. And here is the kitchen, which I'll bring you guys down a little bit more. And then for the kitchen, they have the checkered floor with like the blue and white. And there's also a stud there, so in case you wanted to put your minifigure on it, you can make it look like they're making breakfast or lunch or somewhere doing something in the kitchen. And there's also the sink with the blue tabletop with a cup of a little cup and some drawers with the cookies as the knob. Like before, there was the candy pieces. Now there's the cookie. And there's also a stove with that thing, so the steam goes up into it. And you can open that little, what's it called? I forgot the name of it, but you could open that up. And that's really it for the second floor, the first floor. But there's also some wood pieces, studs right here to give it some extra detail. There we go. Both on the other side. And this nice piece right here to hold up the second floor. And now we will take a look at the second floor. And the second floor is probably my favorite part of the inside of the house. We'll start off with the left. The left side has a little bathroom. And there's a little, what's called a bathtub, a toilet. And then you could make the gingerbread on the toilet. There's also some, what's called towel. It's a rack for like 2 towels. There's a red and green towel. And the bathtub is really nice. It's kind of hard to see with the lighting, but inside the bathtub there is some dark chocolate. And it's like a dark chocolate bath, which is really funny. And then you can make the gingerbread man sit in the bath. Let me try to get him in there. there we go. And it could sit in there and take a bath, which is a really nice fun detail. And there's also those two knobs for the water or the chocolate to come out. And the right side of the top floor or second floor has a little crib right here for the baby gingerbread man, and you could put him or her just in there like that, and she could sleep. And we'll take a look at this right here. It's on a little mat right there, which is pretty cool. And for the crib, it has this nice piece right here in pink to like for the legs. And there's also this what's called window piece in this color, and it also has that like tan part for like the bottom of the bed, so it could sit in it, which is really nice. And I really like those colors for that for the window piece. Pretty cool. There's also a nightstand with the milk chocolate or the white chocolate, and there's also a pink beehive representing cotton candy for the top of the light, which is really funny. And there's also a bed for a white chocolate bed. And you could also put the gingerbread man right on top to make it look like he's sleeping. And you could also see the window from the outside right there with the green on the side. And this set comes with a lot of extra pieces. Some of the cooler ones are this piece in pink. The heart stud is really nice. This color for the tile is really cool. You also get some extra with the prints, with the cookie, the wood, and this piece right here. Not this piece, actually. I don't even think. No, I think I might have missed this piece in the set, but because I don't think that's an extra piece. But yeah, the fire piece, just a lot of nice extra pieces. But anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.